How do you make yourself feel better instantly? It's a question that unlocks a powerful secret. The idea that every small step you take to improve yourself can work on multiple levels at once, becoming a force multiplier. It's a theory of exponential growth. And the key to it all lies in curating your environment, starting with the 6 inches between your ears. I'll show you how to win the inner game with little effort. The problem is your internal voice. It isn't always constructive. Somewhere along the way, you picked up ideas that might not be true or accurate or are simply too much, and your brain has applied them to your life. You start to think things are actually worse than they are simply because of how you frame them. You've taken all these lessons, these things you've picked up, and you stack them one on top of the other until they obscure the reality of your situation. They keep you from displaying who you really are. You end up dealing with incorrect assumptions, beating yourself up all the time. This constant battle requires effort. It creates pressure, and there is absolutely no reason to do it. The cost is a life where you never feel genuine, where every day is harder because you're fighting a war against yourself with weapons you didn't know you were carrying. So let's take the teeny tiny steps required to get rid of that. First, you must change how you speak to yourself. This isn't about some feel good course on positive self talk. It's simpler. Just stop speaking to yourself negatively. Ditch the derogatory stuff. If you call yourself fat or stupid, stop. It's not helpful and it's not true. Just cut yourself some slack. It's a self reinforcing loop. The cooler you feel about yourself, the cooler other people will feel about you. They treat you better, you feel better, they treat you better. It isn't rocket science. Instead of dwelling on a mistake, thank your past self for navigating a tough situation. Think of it this way: your mind is full of thoughts, the monkey mind, always racing. Imagine pulling back and just watching them. You don't have to engage. A negative thought can pop into your mind, but you don't have to grab it. Henry Rollins said it best: someone can hand you dog crap, but you don't have to take it. You can just watch that thought move on down the pike. Don't attach any value to it, just let it go. Second, focus on your strengths and set small, achievable daily goals. You have to acknowledge what you are good at. Some people are funny, some are good at math, some are good at sports. You hang on to that one thing and you make the most of it. Knock it out of the park. There was a band back in the day called Taco. They had one hit song, Putting on the Ritz. They weren't the best band in the world, but they were the band that had that song. And they made an entire career out of it. They took the thing they were good at and took it to the people. That's your model. Alongside this, set small goals, tiny goals. There's a lot of room here to make it your own. I once worked with a gentleman who, due to a religious upbringing, wasn't comfortable talking to women. He wasn't afraid, it was just ingrained in him. So when he decided he wanted a relationship, we started with something simple, just looking at a woman across a park and smiling, nothing more. He was far from home, so there were no repercussions. He'd smile at one, and if she didn't smile back, he'd smile at the next. It was a tiny little goal, and each day we built on it. By the end, he was getting really good results. He just eased into it. Small steps accomplished daily to build a confidence that can't be shaken. Third, you must deliberately curate your environment. This is critical. Limit your exposure to negativity. I used to be a news junkie, but most news is crap. It's written to keep you agitated, mad, and off balance. It started to affect how I saw things, how I acted. It wasn't positive, and nothing I learned was helpful to my life. I'm here where I am. Why let something happening somewhere I'm not poison my day? It's not just news, it's negative people, it's demotivational music. If you're feeling down about your station in life, don't listen to songs that will keep you in that crappy place or dig you even deeper. A lot of modern music is demotivational. The lyrics are poisoning you from the inside. It's injecting its grossness into your brain. If you're allowing negativity and demotivational things in, you're pushing yourself backwards. How do you expect to make progress when you're literally chaining yourself to crap? Drop it. Find something uplifting instead. At the same time, actively engage in things that build you up. Get enough sleep. Sleep is not trivial. When you lack sleep, cortisol increases and your brain functions differently. Good sleep improves your mindset and emotional resilience. Hydrate. Most people are dehydrated most of the time, and it affects your mood and energy. And spend a few minutes in nature. Detach from the digital chains. Get outside, look at a tree, walk in the grass, reconnect with where we come from. You'll feel a lot better. This is where it all comes together. Cultivating a strong sense of self worth doesn't require some arduous, difficult effort. It's not about one heroic act of discipline. It's about these little bitty things applied consistently until they become habit. It's the synergy. When you stop the negative self talk, you have the clarity to see your strengths. When you focus on your strengths and achieve small goals, you build the confidence to curate a better environment for yourself. And when you curate that environment, the media you consume, the nature you experience, the sleep you get, it naturally quiets the negative voice in your head. Each piece reinforces the others. This is the easy path. This is exponential growth in action. These small, simple habits, things you can start right now, begin a chemical reaction. They build on themselves, and soon you will blow your own mind with the kind of results you get from such seemingly small efforts. You become the man you want to be, the man you already are, but just haven't allowed yourself to be yet. We're not lazy here, we're just efficient. We do things the simplest, easiest, most comfortable way possible. You now have the blueprint for these easy inner game wins. You just need to apply them gently, easily. At a certain point, these things are just going to start happening because why not? And so, my question to you is this: which of these simple ideas are you going to apply first? What change do you truly expect to see? Decide, and then tell me about it in the comments. And if you have a buddy who needs to hear this, hook him up. You can grow together. We can all grow together. Now, go take that first easy step.